been sitting around thinking about the good old days. All the good times we had, all the games we played. We didn't know what we had then, and our ignorance makes me laugh. And I'm so glad that we can never go back. We used to play those songs, make all the young girls cry. But none of those silly girls ever understood why. But later in life, you meet and they're dressed to impress. As a hot mess in a tight red sequin dress. No, you can't go back. No, you can't go back. You can't relive your past. You can never go back. No, you can't go back. You know your memories are all you have. You can't turn back the clock. You can never go back. Well, sometimes we think we might go back just a year or two and try to be the way we were, do things like we used to do. But time and tide wait for no man. That's just a simple fact. You got a piece of music, you can't go back. No, you can't. I still play these songs and write a tune or two, 'cause that's a part of me I'd like to hold on to. The memories are nice for a little flashback, but that's the way in the past, and you can never go back. No, you can't go back. No, you can't go back. You can't relive your past. You can never go back. No, you can't go back. You know your memories are all you have. You can't turn back the clock. You can never go back. No, you can't. You can't turn back the clock. You can never go back. All right, how y'all doing tonight out there at Americana Highways? My name's Bill Abernathy. I'm here to play for you for a bit tonight. Very excited to be invited to come out and play for y'all on Americana Highways, and I appreciate all the folks that have made this possible, along with the management team at Americana Highways, as well as MTS Management, my management firm. So I'm going to play you a few songs tonight from my latest album called Crossing Willow Creek, and maybe one or two from other albums, but I'm going to focus a little bit on Crossing Willow Creek tonight. And I thought that it would be good to kind of introduce myself to you a little bit, to play you kind of the title cut from that particular album. This is called Willow Creek. When I was just a boy, I used to sneak downstairs, listen to my brother and his friends. They'd play music until dawn, and I'd try to play along, wishing that the music wouldn't end. When I was in my teens, I used to take my old guitar down beneath the shade of a willow tree old songs that Mother Nature play along, sitting by the banks of Willow Creek. Yes, those days at Willow Creek I'm gonna remember, for they were the very best days of my life. That's when I discovered this music that is me, playing for the rocks and trees down at Willow Creek. Well, my mom and my dad, they were the best a man could have, and they always stood beside me all the way. They loved me just enough to know when to get tough, but they never missed a chance to hear me play. Yes, those days at Willow Creek I'm gonna remember, for they were the very best days of my life. That's when I discovered this music that is me, playing for the rocks and trees down at Willow Creek. Well, Daddy is gone on home now. My mama went away. She said without my daddy there was no reason to stay. Well, part of me still lives there. I know there'll always be magic and music flowing down at Willow Creek. Yes, those days at Willow Creek I'm gonna remember, for they were the very best days of my life. That's when I discovered this music that is me, playing for the rocks and trees down at Willow, playing for the rocks and trees down at Willow, playing for the rocks and trees down at Willow Creek. Yeah, that's the title cut from our latest album, Crossing Willow Creek. It's been out a while now. We've been pretty fortunate to have several singles released off that, and they got played kind of all over the world. So again, thank you all very much for listening, and thank to all the people that make all that magic stuff happen. I'm going to play you another one from Crossing Willow Creek that I think is very pertinent to the world that we're living in today. You know, we've got the COVID thing, and now we've got a lot of protests, which I'm all about, a lot of riots I'm not a fan of, but it's pretty clear that our world is going through quite a bit of change right now. And in this particular song, the tagline that I use just quite simply says that change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. And I think that's very true. This is a tune called Changes. I'm sitting here lonely in this empty room, wondering which way life is gonna take me now. You see, I thought I had a program, thought I had a plan, but all this has gotten changed somehow. There's places in our lives that come and go, teaching us what we do and do not know. But change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. Change is never easy, though it happens so frequently. It seems only to keep us all confused. But I can see more clearly now through the changes I've made, stepping out of the old into the new. Yeah, I did. There's places in our lives that come and go, teaching us what we do and do not know. But change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. Well, I got caught in the drift, but I rode with the tide, 2 wheels off a cliff. I'm still surviving. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. Well, I've had a season to rest my mind. It's been a very revealing time. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. Yes, I am. You know, I'd like to get to the place of understanding all this change, but I haven't gotten there quite yet. You see, all I really understand is that it's made me such a better man. I can't wait to see what happens next. No, I can't. There's places in our lives that come and go, teaching us what we do and do not know. But change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. Well, I got caught in the drift, but I rode with the tide, 2 wheels off a cliff. I'm still surviving. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. Well, I've had a season to rest my mind. It's been a very revealing time. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. You know, I'd like to get to the place of understanding all this change, but I haven't gotten there quite yet. You see, all I really understand is that it's made me such a better man. I can't wait to see what happens next. No, I can't. There's places in our lives that come and go, teaching us what we do and do not know. But change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. Well, I got caught in the drift, but I rode with the tide, 2 wheels off a cliff. I'm still surviving. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. Well, I've had a season to rest my mind. It's been a very revealing time. Guess I'm gonna go through some more changes. Well, I guess I'm gonna go through some changes. I guess I'm gonna go through some changes, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go through some changes. I guess I'm gonna go. Yes, I'm gonna go through some changes. Yeah, man. Change always teaches us to be everything we're destined to be. Very true words, and very true for today, for sure. For those of you that joined us a little bit late, my name's Bill Abernathy. I'm a singer-songwriter out of Kansas City, Missouri, and very excited to be here tonight to play for the folks on Americana Highway. I see a few people, a few of my friends. Hi, Becky, how are you? I see a few folks have chimed in, and I kind of got the sound check from the management folks on my site that says everything's going well. So in today's virtual world, that's always a good thing to know. So I'm going to play you a few more songs, and I'm going to play one right now that I didn't write. It's a very cool song, and it's one of my favorite songs, and I'm absolutely sure that I am going to put this one on my next project that I will go in and record in the studio sometimes after quarantine. But this song talks about so many things that so many of us have to deal with, and it's really talking about the things in our life that we would call baggage, right? The things from our past that we just can't seem to let go of, that we can't seem to get away from. And Gary Burr, a great Nashville songwriter, wrote this tune, and he drew an analogy to that baggage, that it's really like 1,000 wild horses that is chasing behind us, right? And sometimes those horses run over us, and sometimes we're so fearful of them that we turn and run from them. But sometimes, man, sometimes we can learn how to ride them. This is called 1,000 Wild Horses. Okay, and before I get into that, I just got a message from the tomato guy, Charlie, who has now told me that he's going to be in the city market on Sunday with all of the goods that I so richly want to get from him. And so thank you, Charlie, and trust me, bro, I'll be down there looking for some of those big old pound tomatoes. Here's 1,000 Wild Horses. Just when I thought the demons I fought didn't come, straight out of the blue, someone like you comes along, and I don't have to turn and look over my shoulder. I already know from the sound that there's 1,000 wild horses thundering behind me, hell-bent on running me down. I thought I was fast, but the sins of my past were faster still. And I'm wasting my time trying to leave them behind, 'cause I never will. You see, one drink too many, one kiss too deep, and I feel that old shake in the ground. That's 1,000 wild horses thundering behind me, hell-bent on running me down. Each one is branded, each one is mine, each one's a darkness I can't deny. I know they're coming, there's no place to hide. I'm gonna get run down, or I'm gonna ride. This is my favorite part of the song, because I really think it's perfect. 'Cause right now they're just a big cloud of dust, but pretty soon I'm gonna do something stupid like I tend to do, and let 'em loose. So if you're thinking that maybe you're the one who could save me, baby, this ain't no merry-go-round. It's 1,000 wild horses thundering behind me, hell-bent on running me down. It's 1,000 wild horses thundering behind me, hell bent on running me down. Great songwriter, a guy named Gary Burr. Go check out his music. I think you'll be as fascinated with it as I am. You know, one of the things that in our musical world that we're really proud of is the fact that we're pretty versatile, and you know, we happen to get airplay kind of all over the country and all over the world in multiple different stations, whether it be Americana, whether it be country, whether it be folk, whether it be rock, or whether it be blues. Here's a little blues for you. Have you ever seen a man be down and so depressed about the place he's living or the way that he's dressed? He's got no Gucci's, he's got no Nike shoes. He just sits alone in his shanty house and begins to sing the blues. He says, I've been there with the wave clear to the top. I had it all back then, no way could I be stopped. I drove Mercedes, Dior, my style of clothes. Yuppie first class, that was my name. I'd learned to fit the mold. I knew the people had connections to the man who'd get me what I wanted when I felt I could not stand. He'd get me reefer, sealed in an airtight bag. The purest line of cocaine was all he ever had. First I used it just looking for a good time, 'cause that's what I always had with women, drugs, and wine. I was in control of everything that was happening, but what I couldn't control was the beginning of the end. I'd like to tell you I continued to maintain, but that powder got the best of me and I lost that gain. All I've got left is this old song and this guitar. Well, it's a shame I got a chance to go so very far. I'm gonna play a little bit now. My skills ain't what they were back in the good old days. I can't seem to find a place that makes me want to stay. So I'm gonna hit the road and sing about that time this yuppie took a faded fall on a very fine white line. Well, I kind of made a mess out of that. Let's try that again. Better. That song's called Yuppie Blues. A lot of people think that's autobiographical. That's really not the case. So I've never dove that deep into the dark side of the world, but I have several friends over the course of time that have. So God bless them. And some of them are making it back out, and some of them made it back out, and some of them didn't. So we got a few more minutes. I'll play you another song off of Crossing Willow Creek that the guys in the studio tell me might be the prettiest song ever written about a one-night stand. This is called Moving On Again. Walking down a lonely street, not forgotten, but alone. I passed an all-night coffee shop, made me think of home. Well, my friends, my loves, my family are some of what I miss. But when I'm all alone at night, I think of that last kiss. 'Cause baby, all I wanted was a better day. All I wanted was a place to lay my head. The saddest part is moving on again. I remember seeing you as I drove away. A lonely tear was in your eye, begging me to stay. I know the road's got problems for a man out on his own, but I can't make you with me, girl, and steal you from your home. 'Cause baby, all I wanted was a better day. All I wanted was a place to lay my head. The saddest part is moving on again. I didn't want to see you cry, no. I didn't want to break your heart. But when it came my time to go, I had to make a brand new start. Had to make a brand new start. I remember the good times, baby, I'll try to forget the bad. I'm gonna think of you in lonely times, the memories we've had. But this goodbye's forever, though I sure want you to know. I'm gonna think about you every day, everywhere I go. 'Cause baby, all I wanted was a better day. All I wanted was a place to lay my head. The saddest part is moving on again. The saddest part is moving on again. Moving on again. Sometimes walking away is the hardest thing ever, right? And I got one more for you, and this was our first single off Crossing Willow Creek, and this came from watching the news, or what we call the news today. The opinions and the pundits and the ideas and the concepts, but you really have to dig pretty deep to find out what's really going on. And so it kind of makes me wonder, folks, who is Crying Wolf? Who's crying wolf? We gotta recognize the thieves in their tracks. Who's crying wolf? We gotta separate the lies from the facts. The truth is calling our name loud and clear, but we're running with the pack that's turned to deaf ear. We have got to learn who's Who's crying wolf? I turn on the TV, and what do I see? Elected officials in a broken governmental machine, assuring all the masses they are building this American dream, while spending all their time debating the latest tweets. I turn the next channel, I see a smile so bright, spreading the gospel that everything's alright. Just keep sending me your money market 501c3, a deduction for you and zero taxes for me. Who's crying wolf? We gotta recognize the thieves in their tracks. Who's crying wolf? We gotta separate the lies from the facts. The truth is calling our name loud and clear, but we're running with the pack. Let's turn to deaf ear. We have got to learn who's crying wolf. You post their howls in your media feeds to get a few likes, follows and tweets. Like sheep we follow these programmed elites, but they are the wolves and we the raw meat. We tear down the statues and hide the flags and hide the wars, but George said it right in 1984. He controls the present, has full control of the past, so we can repeat it, complicit with our alternate facts. Are you crying wolf? We gotta recognize the thieves in their tracks. Who's crying wolf? We gotta separate the lies from the facts. The truth is calling our name loud and clear, but we're running with the pack. Let's turn to deaf ear. We have got to learn who's crying wolf. We gotta recognize the thieves in their tracks. Who's crying wolf? We gotta separate the lies from the facts. The truth is calling our name loud and clear, but we're running with the pack. Let's turn to deaf ear. We've got to learn who's crying wolf. Who's crying wolf? Tell me, are you crying wolf? Tell me, are you crying wolf? Yeah, fun song that just happened to be released on election day. So that's my time for tonight. I appreciate everybody joining in. I see Charlie and Annie and Becky and a few people, so that's great. Good to see you all, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Again, folks, my name's Bill Abernathy, singer-songwriter from Kansas City. If you like what you've seen tonight, go on over to Bill Abernathy, singer-songwriter on Facebook, and hit that little like button and catch up on what we're doing. We do quite a few of these days here in quarantine, so you're certainly welcome to join us anytime that you'd like. That being said, thank you again to Americana Highways, and thanks to MTS Management and Michael Silver for putting all this together for me. I hope you all have a great Friday night. Mine has certainly started out fantastic, being able to spend a little time with you. Go home, stay home, wash your hands, live long, and prosper.